Hello you guys and welcome back to Video Talk. Today we'll be discussing about big, huge, amazing, grandiose Anna Nicole Smith's action movies. Yes, here I have two action movies from this great actress. To the Limit and Skyscraper. I think many of you have at least heard about these films, but there may be viewers that don't know which films these are or don't know who is Anna Nicole Smith. But before we get into these playbies, let me explain a little bit about this actress. Well, she was a Playboy bunny and she received spotlight when she starred in the movie Naked Gun 33 and 1/3, the 1994 comedy movie directed by the Chucker brothers, yes, with Leslie Nielsen. And in that film, she played this character called Tanya, who was the girlfriend of the lead villain in that movie, played by Fred Ward. Everybody remembers her from that movie, at least I sure did. I sure do remember her from that film, and I remember when back in the day when I was watching that movie, I was thinking that, oh man, no, there's a lady right there. But after that, she made a couple of action movies with PM Entertainment, that being Richard Pepin and Joseph Merhi. Those guys were known about their great action films with lots of action with car chases and explosions and kind of dangerous stunts. And I don't know how many films did they make, at least, I don't know, maybe 30, 40, 50, but they made a lot of action movies, and most of the time they were made directly to video. And in Finland too we got this Kuolettava viritys, To the Limit, but in Finland we didn't receive Skyscraper not until the DVD, which came out, I think it came out like in the mid-2000s or something like that. But yeah, man, these are pretty rare DVDs here in Finland, and oh shit, I don't even recall seeing this Kuolettava viritys VHS too much for sale. Man, it can be rare, but I don't think it's terribly wanted movie. Or at least people don't know about the film, the existence of that film. But yeah, let's talk about this, because this came right after Naked Gun. This came same year, 1994, and this was directed by some guy called Raymond Martino, and this is also starring Joey Travolta. Yes, sir. He is the brother of the John Travolta, and it's kind of funny to look his performance here, because you can so much see that, oh man, it feels very uncanny. It's looking very much like John Travolta, but only not. I was quoting Face Off, but I don't know how much of an age difference these guys have, these brothers, the Travolta brothers have, but I can tell you that Joey Travolta looks a lot more older than his brother. I mean, we're talking about 1994. But in this film, Anna Nicole Smith is taking a very enjoyable bath in her house. She's this girl called Colette. She has a boyfriend and they're about to go for a wedding. And after that very enjoyable shower, she's like really enjoying the water. I think most of the ladies actually do when they take a bath. And then boyfriend, played by the way, the actor from Hidden, Michael Nouri, he enters the house, and of course, now he kind of ruins the bath, because they start to have sex. Of course, it is almost like softcore sexy. But okay, never mind. They will go to the wedding, or at least try to go to the wedding, and the wedding is for Frank Da Vinci, who is played by Joey Travolta. I don't know who is this guy. He feels like he's like an ex-CIA or ex-something, like a special operations guy, but he seems to have lots of friends, wise guy friends, for some reason. I don't know. we get to see him in a flashback from Vietnam, but that doesn't explain what does he do with all these wise guys. It all boils to this, that there's a firefight in the wedding, everybody dies except Frank Da Vinci, and now he has to go underground. And also they're trying to kill Anna Nicole Smith, Colette, and also they get to kill her boyfriend. He dies, but Anna Nicole Smith, it turns out that she's some sort of a CIA operative and she goes underground also. And after 3 months of hiding, well, they're in Las Vegas and all these bad guys, they're after him. The Frank Da Vinci character and Anna Nicole Smith goes there because everybody wants to have this, I don't know, this stupid CD. It's always like a CD or videotape or whatnot in these 90s action movies. It's a MacGuffin that everybody wants to have. It's funny that they commit like dozens of murders for getting this CD. So how important material can there be on this CD if you're like murdering people from left and right when trying to get this? I don't know. But here comes the weakness of the film, because yeah, it becomes like this boring MacGuffin hunt and boring agent CIA action. Not even an action, it's more like a thriller. Okay, Joey Travolta, he was the producer and the writer of this thing. Of course, he wrote to himself like a love-making scene with Anna Nicole Smith. And yeah, Anna Nicole Smith in this film, she's plenty of times nude here. And this film includes lots of like softcore sex scenes, but don't worry, we don't go over the 2 buttocks thrust limit. I think it's a limit like in R rating. For R rating in USA, if you want to get away with sex scene, you need to limit your sex scene with only 2 buttocks thrust. Softcore sex scenes and lots of nudity from all other ladies too. Precise Anna Nicole Smith. So this is like a dream movie if you want to see like action and nude ladies. Hey, you gotta check this out. But it's kind of light on action. It's more of a thriller, like I said. But there's a couple of cool car stunts and yeah, some violent action scenes. And also Branscombe Richmond is in this film. If you don't know who Branscombe Richmond is, he's more like a stunt guy. He was in Schwarzenegger movies and he was also in Batman movies. I think he has done, or at least been in, I think 90% of the like considerable action movies of the 80s and 90s. Well, and he also appeared in this series called Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas, but he did also acting, and here he is playing this small part with, I don't know who he's fighting. He was the Frank Da Vinci's like bodyguard and he gets killed, but yeah. But never mind the Branscombe Richmond, let's talk about the final scene where the CD, okay, spoiler, the CD is thrown to one guy's head and then he's shot like multiple times and he flies down from Hoover Dam. Yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, I would rate it like a 3 stars out of 5. It's okay. It has nudity, that's okay. It has some action, but kind of lackluster in the plot-wise, in the plot department. But don't get me wrong. I don't expect like a very intelligent plot when talking about films like this, but it's too heavy on the plot side. I want to see more action, damn it. More sex scenes and more action. Not thriller side. But this was that, and also from the same director and same production company came in year 1996 this classic Skyscraper. Oh my god. And this was a donation. It's a German Digibook Blu-ray edition with some extras even. It was a donation from my Finnish channel viewer Michael. Thanks to Michael, I am eternally grateful for this, because I ordered this back in the day and then it got somehow I didn't get like a notification that the package has arrived, and then I didn't notice that, and then not until later I noticed that yes, it has been sent back, and they never send it back to me. So that's why I kind of missed out on this, but fortunately Michael came to the rescue, and here's the Skyscraper. But I had this pretty rare DVD. You could argue that what the fuck you do with the Blu-ray, you have the DVD, it's not that great of a movie, but I have to disagree on that with you, because this is a great, like a slog action classic. So it's a Die Hard clone. Now Anna Nicole Smith plays in this movie this kind of like a helicopter taxi driver. Yeah, she's a female taxi driver for a helicopter service. Like, I don't know if this is a thing in Los Angeles. Tell me in the comments if you live downtown LA. Is it a thing that there's like a helicopter taxis where helicopter takes people from Skyscraper to another and to the airport and whatnot. But okay, it's kind of exotic for me as a Finnish guy, but she needs to take a shower at the start of the film. She has to take a shower, and oh my god, how much she enjoys taking a shower. And then boyfriend comes home and they have sex. So it's very similar. These films have very similar openings. And it's almost borderline softcore sex scene. And yeah, they're nude. It's fantastic. But Anna Nicole Smith, she wants to have a baby. She wants to have a baby. And this is a plot point which comes many times later in the film. I want to have a baby, a baby. But then there's this bunch of terrorists. They want something from this black suitcase that is delivered by CIA to somewhere, and they hijacked that black suitcase with bazookas. There's lots of explosions in the opening. It's great. It is BM entertainment at its best. I fucking love that scene. All the action in both of these films, it's just very well made. I know they did their films very cheaply, but they have such an expertise on the action scenes that while you can see that they have skimmed pretty much everything from every other aspect of these films, you can see that they have put a lot of effort to the action scenes. Now, it's not like Die Hard good or John Woo good, but it is as good as you can get for this money. But these terrorists, they go to Anna Nicole Smith's helicopter taxi and they want to ride to this skyscraper, and then they want to make a deal in the skyscraper, but of course it results in the shootout, and now Anna Nicole Smith is alone against the terrorist in this building. There was this great action scene where one of the bad guys starts to rape Anna Nicole Smith, and she's like, don't do this, but it's a trap, because she takes a knife and stabs it in the guy's dick, and then she takes a gun and, you wanna fuck with me? Well, fuck this. And then shoots the guy, who flies out of the window down on the street. Yeah. That is PM entertainment at its best. And they have this way of doing this kind of fall down stunts where there's, I don't know how they even do that. Maybe they have some wire there, but it is clearly like guy falling from way too high. I mean, way too high to be like some sort of like a cardboard buffer down there. But they are kind of like impressive looking stunts. Also, I have to mention about the main bad guy of this movie. I mean, this guy is incredible. Now, it's like a black guy who is like quoting Shakespeare all the time. I mean, he's so cartoony in this. It's like a from Saturday morning cartoon, this guy. I mean, this guy is unhinged. He's so over the top. I love every second that he's on the screen, man. I don't know if this guy has been in any other movie, but I mean, he's the second best thing in this movie. The greatest thing here is Anna Nicole Smith, which is kind of sad. I mean, not sad that she's the greatest thing in here, but it's kind of sad to look at her performance, because I think in here she tries to do like to act like an actor. But here, she seems like a very distant. It seems like she's on drugs or on some other or some medication or alcohol. I mean, she feels like very, very out there. I mean, she don't even try to be a great. Not even trying to give a great performance. I don't think she even could, man, because I don't think she is sober in this film. And that is kind of sad. And in this German Blu-rays was kind of like a mean-spirited extrovert. The producers are like laughing at, yeah, she was a very bad actor. But I don't think she wasn't that bad of an actor in this one. So something happens between these two movies. I don't know what it was. But I noticed that the Anna Nicole Smith, she died of some sort of drug overdose or some sort of false medication, sleeping pills in 2007. So I guess she didn't have like too much happiness in her life. I don't know, but that is like my guess only. So after this, she didn't make any movies. She did appearances in television shows and stuff like that, and they made documentaries out of her, but not necessarily like a main starring role like these two were. That's kind of bad, because I would love to have seen a lot more female action movies. Not only female action movies, but action movies starring Anna Nicole Smith. I mean, they could have done like a science fiction with PM Entertainment. I don't know, Western with PM Entertainment, post-apocalyptic film with PM Entertainment. I mean, there's a lot of potential in here, because this is such a great action classic for the lovers of B movies, bad action movies. So I think this would have deserved definitely like a continuation of some sort. But it is what it is, and I would have to rate absolutely 4 out of 5 stars for the Skyscrapers then. This was 3 and this was definitely 4. And hey, let me know, have you seen these movies and do you wanna see, and what do you think about Anna Nicole Smith? Because if you like this, I have some other goodies for you. We stick with the blondes and with the huge chest. Here we have none other than Pamela Anderson. This is actually a film that I have never watched. Snapdragon, also Good Cop, Bad Cop. I have seen this one, it was funny. Naked Souls. And obviously I have also Barbed Wire. So if you like this video, remember to comment on it and hit that like button. Maybe I can do more of these blonde babes. Yeah, thanks for watching and catch you in the next video. See you, bye.